content. How did you get your content? And they're like, well, we trained it on this source, that source, and the other. On the other hand, OpenAI is actually buying data legally and ethically. They're doing deals. These are costly, time-consuming, but they're making the extra effort. If you were to go and audit OpenAI, they have an answer to the questions. But if you start to do stuff in a way which is not ethical, as you rightly mentioned, it will lead to people not trusting big tech companies and how they source data. I feel they should have just gone to GitHub and said, we will just buy data off you. We'll do a deal with you. It will cost us millions, but it's worth it because then we have the data. It's done ethically, and we can all grow together. And that is only fair in my eyes.
It's kind of a parallel to how people are actually using generative AI at the moment to create content. Some people are just kind of copy and pasting it off of ChatGPT or Claude and claiming it's their own work, whereas other people are using those tools as a generation kind of to generate ideas and that kind of thing, and still editing and still putting of themselves into the work. So while you're technically the author of both pieces, the one that you're actually editing once it's been generated, or taking it a step further from a human perspective, is ethically more correct if you're going to pass something off as your own work.
Absolutely. I think these disclaimers, these sources, what's been done, will become a very important part of AI eventually. Eventually, we will be talking about where does the data come from for training. When we put the content we generate using AI, we tell people about it. I believe this is a very important next step of maturity of using AI tools and to train them in the first place. But at this point in time, people don't care because it's the early days. Early adopters are doing their thing and they can break rules and say sorry at the end of it. But at some point, we will change it. And why is that important for us? Well, if we train on other people's content data, we should pay them for it, or at least acknowledge that we're doing it. And if we are scraping data from people's sources in a indirect manner, we need to think about it again, because is it really ethical to do that?